Hi, I'm Luke Gilfillan. Welcome to the Lounge with Luke Gilfillan. Hello and welcome to one of the first interviews of the Lounge with Luke Gilfillan Season 2. Today we have Alex Goldstein and Davis Green. We'll start with Alex. So Alex, do you want to do a brief description of yourself for those who don't know you?
Sure. I'm a sophomore. I go to OPRF. I'm 2 feet tall, and I'm involved with cross country and track.
So cross country and track. What sort of led you to join the cross country and track programs? I know you did that very early, before freshman year.
I did. I joined in 7th grade when it was still at Roosevelt. My mom ran a lot. My mom has run for years since she was in college. She actually ran track in high school too. And my dad just started running. So they told me that they thought cross country would be a fun thing for me because I wasn't really involved with any other activity.
You're not allowed to. I don't give you consent. I do not give you consent.
I wasn't really involved with any other activity until I was in 7th grade.
I don't give you consent.
When I did mock trial, so they told me I should join cross country, so I joined cross country. And it was fun. I liked it, so I kept doing it throughout high school.
Don't say anything.
I did it for the rest of high school.
I can't say that.
I'm still doing it.
Please don't say anything.
Nice. So, and we've done this take multiple times if you're listening. So, cross country is widely known and it's often reiterated, and there was a story in the school newspaper, the last edition of it, about how cross country, and apparently it goes for boys and girls cross country, they have the highest GPA of any athletics program at the school. So why do you think the reason is for that? Do you think it's just it attracts students that tend to do well, or do you think the coaches do well in that factor?
I think the coaches do well in motivating us to work hard. They really push us to our limits every day, we have study tables. If you don't serve your study table, you can potentially get kicked off the team. So they really motivate us to work hard and get good grades.
So, Davis, do you want to do a brief description of yourself for those who don't know you?
Yeah, I'm a sophomore at OPRF. I play Ultimate Frisbee, and I'm also in Business Club and Model United Nations.
Wow, you really just spat all that out. Okay, so we'll start with Model UN because they're probably a well-known organization just throughout like the Chicagoland area. You guys go to a lot of conventions, I've heard.
Yeah, we do. So we're preparing for a convention right now in Chicago called Munich. It's run by the University of Chicago, and so basically the committee I'm doing in, so we do different UN committees, and so the committee I'm in is ECOFIN, which is the Economic and Financial Committee.
Oh, wow, that sounds fun.
So the way it works is you represent a country in the committee, and you talk about different topics relating to the committee, and you can pass like regulatory actions on whether like what you want to do for like to resolve certain issues. So one of the issues we're discussing in this committee is the regulation of cryptocurrency, and so how to regulate cryptocurrency and make sure it doesn't override the current money and just make it like unregulated.
Oh yeah, so you've done a lot of research on cryptocurrency. I'm mildly aware. Why do you think cryptocurrency should be regulated, or is there a reason for that?
Actually, I'm more on the side where it should be regulated, because I think the way cryptocurrency is like it's unregulated, and I feel like the reason, because it's unregulated, it actually makes it safer and like more secure than regulated money, because the government doesn't have any issue with it. Because the actual way cryptocurrency works is by people mining data to make the transaction go through, which means it's very, very difficult to break into it and actually hack somebody's cryptocurrency account and steal their money. Otherwise, with a bank account where you just need to get the credit card or a debit account, and then you can steal their money really easily.
So you think even though it's sort of an online type, or would online be a good characterization of it? I'm trying to like say like digital. It's like a digital form,
Right, yeah.
but you think it's less susceptible to hacking than like actual money in banks.
Yeah.
Or okay.
Because I think
That's
banks can be hacked a lot easier than this like system can be hacked, especially because of the wide range of cryptocurrency. Like people normally know Bitcoin, but it's not the only one. There's like thousands
Yeah.
of different ones that you could use and like that would work successfully and not be able to be
Nice.
broken.
Yeah, just in case you're hearing like background noise or anything, we're doing this in my advisory because we
Got some
decide.
TikToks going on.
Yeah, there are some people dancing to TikToks. So there was a lot of controversy around like Libra. I think that's Facebook's. Am I saying it wrong?
I don't know.
Facebook's cryptocurrency. No.
Yeah, I think they.
Yeah, so you have a lot of people, especially in like governmental positions, that are very opposed to the expansion of cryptocurrencies. Can you tell us why that is?
I think it's because it's them losing control of the money. I feel like the government, they want to have a foothold in like what goes on with the money in their country, and I feel like cryptocurrency kind of like removes the government from the aspect of money. So I think that's kind of the main reason they're like concerned about it, because they don't really have a control over what happens with it and how it grows and how it like they can't regulate the economy. Because right now, if like the Fed is like the national bank, and that helps regulate the economy by doing different things with taxes and stuff like that. So they think that cryptocurrency would kind of run rampant and it'll be kind of like bad for the economy and could create like recessions or something, or depressions.
Well, first question to ask you, do you think that's a good thing that it's out of government control now? You think that's a positive step?
I think it is a positive step. I think the government has too much control on money where they can kind of like, it kind of stops people from doing things that they could do. Also, like one thing like with cryptocurrency, like if it's unregulated, it allows it to grow. And I feel like what we need right now in the economy is just like to let the money grow and let the people grow their money. One example I like to use is like Amazon. Like Amazon isn't really regulated that much, and I feel like that's allowed it to grow into what it is today, which is this like international service that everybody uses and is like super useful.
So, another question I want to ask you. A lot of people say that these cryptocurrencies are like a good way to hedge against like inflation and uncertainty. That personally doesn't make sense to me just because there's such a wide range of cryptocurrencies. Like Bitcoin's a much more valuable one because more people might accept that. Is that assumption around like them being a good hedge against like uncertainty? Do you think that's a good characterization, and why?
I think it is a good characterization just because, like, you're sure of, like, what you're doing. There's not really a way it can, like, miscommunicate within, like, the servers of, like, cryptocurrencies. Because, like, you send a certain amount of money or something, like, say, like, Bitcoin, right? You have 5 Bitcoin, that's worth a certain amount of money. And then you trade that with somebody else, but, like, it's not, and there's not any extension, and it doesn't inflate at all. I think. Also, like, I think that's the main thing about it. It just doesn't inflate because there's no really way for it to inflate because the government can't do anything to regulate it.
Yeah. Well, that's very interesting, and I wish you luck in that. Do you think your experience with the business classes helps you in this Module N thing?
I think it does, because it kind of gives me an aspect of, like, it kind of shows me, like, the economic side as well as, like, the political side. So I can kind of use that knowledge to kind of implement it together and create a good resolution for problems, such as regulating cryptocurrency.
All right, I'm going to try and do some quick-fire questions. So, Alex, what are your goals before you get out of high school?
Well, I don't know. Right now, I'm gonna be on the newspaper crew next year.
Oh, yes.
So I want to be successful in that because I want to major in journalism when I get to college. And yeah, I want to improve in track and field because I've done cross country for years. This is my first year ever doing track and field. So I want to do well in the distance events there and get good grades, consistently good grades, make new friends, all that.
All right, and then finally, we're sort of wrapping up, but could you do like a brief description of what your goals are for outside of high school, or your life outside of high school? You've already sort of answered what career you want to have, but maybe like in terms of, I don't know, family or where you want to move, if you want to stay in Oak Park.
Well, I'd probably want to move away from here because I know that there are a lot of good journalism schools across the country. There's I could stay around here too because, I could potentially work for maybe the Chicago Tribune at some point. That's a little bit of a reach, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I want to work for in the long run, I want to maybe work for a big newspaper. I want to be a sports writer in the future.
Nice. Well, if you ever see Alex Goldstein on ESPN, come back to this interview.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for coming on the podcast, and goodbye.